Hey everyone, Arthur Fantastic, and welcome to episode 5 of Arthur Fantastic's Ignorant Picks. We're back for KC 48 in Nashville, Tennessee. As you can see, Nashville, Tennessee, July 25th. That's actually later today. So we're going to start with the picks at the bottom, work our way up. Plugs. Arthur Fantastic on every social media. If you want to follow me on IG, it's Arthur Fantastic 1K instead of IC. Holler. Just like the name of this channel. I post a mix of my content here from this channel and my other channel, which is also available in the description below, where I talk about apologetics, the Bible, Hebrew, and current culture, especially relationships and that type of material, if you're interested. Also below, if you want to donate and try and support us here at Arthur Fantastic, talking about karate combat, help us go to another karate combat, we'll definitely appreciate anything that you like to give. We thank you. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a description if you can, and let us know your thoughts. We are constantly trying to improve on this channel. I know some of my videos have been hours long on these episodes, and I'm trying to get them a little bit more succinct, a little bit more prepared beforehand, a little less ignorant. Still ignorant though, but ignorant less nonetheless. So we're going to start at the bottom. Here at the bottom, we've got Sean Fasansuvi versus Papi Chuki, I guess. That fight's been canceled, so we're just going to blow right past that. Lauren Sweeney is going up against Lisa Pretty Girl Bacchina in the IFC. That's Influencer Fight Club. Lauren Sweeney's already fought in KC versus Belly. In that fight, she was already doing good. I think that fight ended in an injury. Yes, I double checked, and she was fighting a woman named Belly. She over-rotated on a planted foot, tore something in her knee, technical knockout. But Lauren Sweeney was on her way to winning that fight. Don't know this new girl. I'm going to put it on Lauren Sweeney. She looked real good in that last fight. She looked really in shape. It's good to see like them getting really good fighting talent that is amateur for the IFC, and they're also good looking. Not only is their fighting looking good, not like super amateurs, it looks kind of all right, but they're also like aesthetically good looking. I'm putting on Lawrence Sweeney 7,000. I'm fucking rambling. Phil the Dragon Russell versus Bama. I don't think either have had a match in KC the IFC portion. So I'm just going to go with the slight favorite, 4,000 on Bama. He looks a little bit lankier. I always go for the lankier guys, but once again, this is amateur fighting. They both look on the skinnier side. I'm just thinking that Bama might have a reach advantage, and if they have good enough training, it may work, and he may win. This is one of my lower up votes, 4,000 on Bama. Moving on to Grimace versus Harley Hermanson. Grimace has already fought. We'll check it out real quick. Oh, he hasn't? Maybe he hasn't? And I'm just imagining him as someone else that has a similar haircut, goatee, and build. All right, well, I'm going with the favorite, 7,000 on him. I put 7,000 because I thought I'd seen him fight before, and I don't know why I'm so confident right now. I don't know if I'm going to move it a little bit around, keep it as it is. You know what? I am going to move it around. We're going to make this... Ooh, doing it live, y'all. And we'll place it on another one. All right. Four on Grimace. Going on, Nick Tungsten Daddy Carter versus Cody Kuhn in the last fight of the IFC. I don't believe either of these guys have had a fight either. Haven't really heard of them. Uh, Cody Kuhn looks a little bit awkward, but looks can be deceiving. Nick Carter also looked a little bit in better shape. Um, he's the favorite. They're usually not favorites by accident. Putting 4K on him. Going on. Now we got the pit submission matches. These guys I actually have heard of. Patrick Gaudio versus Diego Ramajo. I don't think they have any matches in this particular promotion, but they're both pretty high level grapplers. I'm giving it to Patrick Gaudio. He's up there. He's 85% favorite for a reason. I usually never go against the favorite. And he is in phenomenal physical shape here. He's coming in probably good condition because he recently had a match against Gordon Ryan, and he's probably in the best shape of his life for that match because Gordon Ryan's the best that there is, possibly the best that there will be for a long time. Alexander Romanov. And just by the way, and 9 on Patrick Gaudio. I'm pretty confident that he's going to take it. So are the odds makers. Alexander Romanov versus Roosevelt de Souza. All right, this one I'm actually going against the odds makers. Very few people are going against him, and I didn't put the most I could on him, but Alexander Romanov is a Olympic freestyle wrestler. He placed in a world's tournament, so he's got the aggressiveness. He's competed in grappling matches before against names that are worth mentioning in that weight category, a name rather, and he's won a lot of his matches by submission. Roosevelt de Souza, on the other hand, he is a grappler. He has been competing for a long time. He's like 69 wins in grappling. But his last match was a loss against Nicholas Mergali. Okay, Nicholas Mergali is great. Grappler. I'm not saying and comparing Alexander Romanov to him, but what I will say is Roosevelt de Souza, maybe 220. Alexander Romanov, 230 plus. I'm just thinking that there's going to be some type of explosive exchange unless Roosevelt just pulls guard. And if it does end up Roosevelt de Souza just pulling guard and Alexander Romanov getting on top, I think it'll be a lot like the match where we saw, I believe his name was Puya Rahmani. He grappled in KC.5 against Hugo Duarte. He beat Hugo Duarte according to the rules and the judges, but that match was overall a stalling match, and I think that might what happen if Roosevelt de Souza decides to pull guard on him. If they wrestle, it could be more exciting. I don't see any heel hooks on the record of Roosevelt. I'm not sure even if he does a lot of no-gi in general. So, I mean, I'm the ignorant guy here, making the ignorant picks, and I'm picking Alexander Romanov to take the underdog fight win from Roosevelt in this match. I'm putting 7.5. Brandon Buchanan, I'm part of that channel. He's got always good news on grappling. And I remember this Rahmani match, Puya, because I was recently doing a video that will be coming up on this channel soon on the current rule set of karate combat and grappling rule sets in general. And I used that match as a really big factor in my case. You'll see it soon, so be on the lookout for that if you're interested. Moving on to the last match in the pit submission series here for KC48. Aljamain Sterling versus J.J. Wilson. Aljamain Sterling, former bantamweight champion, versus J.J. Wilson. J.J. Wilson, I'm pretty sure he's from New Zealand. Yes, he is. And he's called the Maori Kid. Let me back out of here so I don't accidentally make a change to my vote here. And he's on a winning streak. I think he might have lost his. No, he's on a winning streak. I don't want to give bad information. Let me double check. And no, he's not coming off a loss. He's coming off wins. He is lightweight, I think, and Aljamain Sterling is 135, but Aljamain Sterling cuts weight just like everyone else, and he's walking around way heavier, so I don't think weight's going to be that much of a factor. I'm giving it to Aljamain Sterling. It looks like he's become the underdog all of a sudden. He was overwhelming favorite for the most of the time. I know that he recently had kind of a boring match against somebody who was just pulling guard. We'll see what happens here. I think Aljamain Sterling is just a stud in terms of athletic ability, experience, mat time, and I think that if he is the martial artist I think he is, he will have improved from his last grappling match, and I think that he can just take the pressure way better than J.J. Wilson and will be able to impose as well. We'll see. Put a 9 on Aljamain Sterling. Now we start with the undercard. Adrian Weathersby versus Irvin Jones. I'm put into Adrian Weathersby. Why? Because everyone is pretty much choosing him, and that's my choice. That's my reasoning. Neither of them have had a fight in the KC, so can't really make any judgments here, guys. Dylan O'Sullivan versus Robert Connor Bracken. Once again, I'm giving it to the favorite here, 52%, 7.5 on these guys. We've got Elijah Everill versus Brian Sullivan. Elijah Everill, he's 160. He is 6'1". He is coming off 2 wins in KC Combat. This is the debut for Brian Sullivan. Brivin Sullivan. I'm sorry, guys. Brivin. But he is featherweight, and he does have a kickboxing base. He's a winning record. I'm just giving it to Elijah Everill. He's even taller. He's probably going to be bigger by a bit. I'm giving it to him, 8.5. All right, now we're coming on to Sarfamamad Akhmadov versus Gustavo Hart Oliveira. Hart, there he is, right on the subtitle there. I don't know if you guys saw it. Hart. He's from Portugal, but he's born in Brazil, but he's naturalized in Portugal. Just watched their fight. Okay, for you guys, so you don't have to watch it, even though it's so. But first, I would say go watch that fight. It's great. It's a Kickack one. It's the 4th fight in after the pit submission. We've got a rematch, okay, and Sarfad Mamad, he won the first match, as you see at the bottom of the screen. He won by decision. It was a close match. Okay, and I think Sarfad Mamad won because he was coming for the entire match. Maybe he didn't win those first 3 rounds, but there's no split decisions. Unanimous or we're going to a sudden death. And that's the only one that's going to count. So maybe he won it in one judge's eyes, probably, because I could see him getting round 1 and round 3. Round 2, I would give Gustavo Oliveira, but it was a very, very close fight. Great pace. Now, if you want any of my professional breakdown opinion, Safard Mamad, he's a kickboxing based fighter. He fought in K1. He's got a winning record, a lot of wins. I think he's got like 9 wins. When he was fighting before that fight, that's what Josh Palmer said, the announcer. I didn't go check again. I know that he is a great fighter. He was putting combos together every time. He was hitting them 3, 4, 5 times each time, and they were good. He worked the body early, and it tired out Gustavo ever so much, and it really paid off in the last 2 rounds. Gustavo Oliveira, what I can say about him, he is a creative fighter, but he wasn't throwing together combinations. He wasn't following up his devastating blows with anything significant. And before he would, Sarfad Mamad would already have been started up on something now that he's in range to touch. That's what Sarfad Mamad was really good at. As soon as he was in range, he was touching him. And if Gustavo got in any strikes, Sarfad Mamad would immediately follow up. Akhmadov. And now it seems like people are giving Gustavo Oliveira the nod again. They did that the first time in KC Combat. I don't know if I did a video for KC Combat 1, but you know what? I think I did. And I gave it to Gustavo. I gave it to this Gustavo, and I lost. And so I'm giving it to Safar Mamad because last time, Safar Mamad had taking the fight on 2 weeks' notice. This has been in the works, if I'm not mistaken, and they've known about it. This is not last second, I think. Who knows? But I think that it will go pretty much the same unless Gustavo's added some combos. But I also think that so far Mamad will be better prepared. 8.5, just like the last one, Elijah Everill, 8.5. I don't know if I said that out loud. So far, I think is that the main card? Is that the main card already? No, that's the undercard still. So those are the undercard matches, right? Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there 4 in the other card on the card? I feel like who knows? Who knows? All right, going up. Oh, we've got Yogan. Why did it? What's going on? We've got Yogan Chelmaya versus Jordan Winsky. Chelmaya is a beast. Why is it saying recast? I have him voted already. Does he not have a nickname? Does Yogan Chelmaya not have a nickname, guys? If Chelmaya does not have a nickname, we need to give him one as fans. Why is there a dash under his name? He's 6-2 in KC. How does he not have a nickname? Man, he's such a good fighter. Rangy, aggressive, can also overwhelm somebody. Throwing up barn burners with like Goyito. Who else has he had drawn out fights? Eric Perez, that's Goyito. Mizra Bektebuev. His fights are amazing. Okay, he is no joke. He is the rising star, in my opinion, one of the rising stars in KC Combat. Jordan Winsky, on the other hand, Jordan, Winsky. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why I don't have his nickname there. I'm gonna make love to you, woman. Okay. So, but Jordan Winsky, he's coming off 2 losses in MMA. That's a hard thing to overcome. 88% to 12%. What can I say? I'm picking Chelmaya at 15. I'm very confident in that. And looking down at Sarfar Mamad Akhmadov, he went from favorite to underdog. I'm putting 8.5 on him. I might have to change up these the amounts. I did save some off that other one, so we'll see what I move around. Peter El Vaquero Caballero versus Weber Almeida. I don't know why I can't say. I'm trying to say that with some kind of nice accent, but I can't. But he is called the Silverback, and he's won his first match by absolute domination, TKO against Andre Rodriguez. He's a Machida product, if I'm not mistaken, a protege of Machida himself. So this is someone that I believe I voted against before. Not going to vote against him again. He's an absolute beast. He's going to probably take it from Peter Caballero. He's coming off 2 losses, if I'm not mistaken. His last match was also in KC, was also a loss against Syed Yukub Karamanov, who coincidentally, he's already scheduled to have a rematch, but in another promotion called Melee, I think, in August. So he's fighting this month, and then he's fighting again next month against Syed Yaqub. So hopefully he gets that win back, or who knows? I mean, fights go the way they go. I think that Weber Almeida is an absolute beast. I think that Peter Caballero is coming off 2 losses, and he may be a good competitor, but Almeida's got the he's got the momentum, he's got the skill, and he's not hype. He really does have something going for him. So, coming out of a great camp, obviously Machida. So I'm giving it to him. 15 on Weber Almeida, the Silverback. Moving on to Efrain El Hecho in Mexico Escudero versus Brandon the Human Highlight Real Jenkins. I love both these fighters. I think Efrain Escudero beat Thiago Alves in his last match. I think that when Thiago Alves didn't come out of the corner, he should have fucking taken a loss, because rules say if you don't answer the fucking call, he said no. That's a loss. That's it. He did those fucking backflips and embarrassed himself. Said he got kicked in the nuts, didn't get kicked in the nuts. Man, he was such anyway, that rat, Thiago Alves. Watch my last episode. I talk about him being a rat. What a joke. He won his last match, though, as I called, here in KC 47 in Orlando, which I attended. This is my hometown. Fuck y'all, you better know who was going to be there. Arthur Fantastic. Also, there was Gorilla Blanco. We didn't get to meet up and get to talk up as much. That's my guy. He's also super fan here in KC Combat. He's there on the top 300. At one point, from what I saw, I don't know what's going on now. I haven't looked through all top 300, but we're on our way to 300, right? This is our journey. Get us there, all right? If you wanted me to delegate your votes to me, if you like my content, give us a donation, or you can delegate to me and see what happens. You know, if I'm making good choices, you tell me. Efrain Escudero, great fighter. I just don't think he has it in him to take Brandon Jenkins out. Brandon Jenkins, he's also tough. He's younger. He's explosive. He's also a rising star in his division. He's just an absolute monster of a fighter. I think that he's knocked out everyone he's fought. Yeah, he's TKO'd them. And it's been in spectacular fashion. He's got the mullet. He's got the Southern American. I love it, okay? And I love Efrain Escudero, too. He trains under Drew Fickett, and Rafael Alves, is that his name? Or Rafael, or whatever. We're going on to the next match, but I'm giving it to Brandon Jenkins. Efrain Escudero, I think, is a competitor. I don't know if he's going to be able to use his experience against Brandon Jenkins as he might have been able to against another competitor, because of the experience that Brandon Jenkins has already had as well. So, we'll see. I'm putting 15 on Jenkins. The Human Highlight Reel. Going on to Christian Perez versus John Marquez. Christian Perez, he is Puas. He is coming out of Goat Shed. He is all wins back to back on his record. One of the few people that I can, because everybody's always saying, "Oh, President seems putting his own fighters on the card all the time, and all these fighters and all these grapplers are his." No, No. This is the one guy I can trace back to Goat Shed. A lot of people will go to the Goat Shed and cross-train and spar Asim's guys and whatever, but that doesn't mean they are Asim's guys. They have their own teams, their own gyms, etc., etc. John Marquez, he's coming off a loss. His nickname, it's not here, God's Warrior. He's looking a little scrawny in this video, but this picture, I don't know if that's really what he looks like. That might just be a bad picture. He trains under Jesus Cavalcante, and he's in good hands there, training at a good team. Cavalcante competed in the Pit Series in I believe it was it La Playa? No. I forget which KC it was, but he competed in lost via Thunderlock to Gregor Gracie, if I'm not mistaken. Great match. Great coach, who's a legend in MMA. I'm just going to give it to Christian Perez. He is coming out there with a lot of momentum on his side. Finally, we're coming to the last one. Wait, I thought I changed my vote over here so I had extra. No? What's going on? Where did I change that? Where did I change? This one? Right? Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Boom. This match is the main event for the heavyweight championship. Sam Alvey versus Antonio Arroyo. Their first match did not go well for Sam Alvey. In fact, it was losing the entire time until Antonio Arroyo headbutted him in the fucking face. And then celebrated for like 3 minutes. And then complained about for like 2 more minutes. It was like the longest thing. What a fucking kick in the ass. So if I want somebody to win, it's definitely Sam Alvey. That's who I want to win. Backstory, which I have available. I'll put the link in the description below, of a video in his camp and people close to him talking about how he broke his foot backstage before the fight. I was wondering, watching that fight, why does he look so awkward? Why does he look out of shape? What's going on? And you can listen to that in my video of KC Kickack 2. I'm just like, what's going on? What's wrong? Looked like he hurt his foot or something. He broke his foot backstage warming up. Wow. What a pain in the ass. And I think that made the... I mean, if you find he decided to fight anyway with a broken foot. This guy's a fucking beast. And that fight will not be the same this time. I think that Sam Alvey's going to come in even better shape. Because I was saying he was not looking in the best of shape, but Sam Alvey never came in ripped. I don't ever remember coming in like absolutely ripped to a fight. So... he's gonna come in better shape. He's gonna come to try to win this fight. I see him winning this fight and having an absolutely different performance, not only because of his foot, but now that he's had interactions with this guy more. There's hype to this fight. He's a man of honor, pride, and duty, and I think that he's going to take this fight seriously. Not that he took any other fight not seriously, but because his foot was broken, how serious can you take it? Not that his body and mind wasn't trying to... He just like, you have a broken foot, you can't go 100%. So it's not... He wasn't taking it serious, he just couldn't go at full capacity. I'm going to give it to the underdog. It seems, again, Sam Alvey. I went to underdog a couple times this time. I only was intending to go twice. So, on that note, 19.075 on Sam Alvey in tokens here. Sam Smiling Alvey. He's the champ. He's 2-0. Wants a no contest. He's a great fighter. Overcame Ross Levine, who's smaller, but was really bringing it to him in Las Vegas. Saw that fight. And I think he's going to win this match. Confirm my vote. Casting my vote, guys. You got it. Okay, guys, that wraps up episode 5, Senior Lessons and Exploits. I still got a couple lessons exploits to make. I've been doing other things, having to deal with mouth issues. I've just got 3 root canals, so if you hear me talking a little weird, it's because I'm trying not to bite my own tongue. By the time this is up, you'll probably have 5 hours. Thank you for watching. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe if you like this type of content. Is there anything I need to plug that I might have forgot? Other than I might shift some of my votes to these underdogs to see if I can come from behind and take these tokens. Holler. That's all. Check out the description again for any links, support, following. Holler at your boy. Stay up, stay vigilant, stay locked and loaded. Peace in. Shalom, shalom.